Hi friends, welcome to another Draw With Me video, and I haven't done one of these in a while, mostly because I've been drawing digitally these past months, so I kind of feel that I've been neglecting my sketchbooks for a bit. So it will be nice to just sit down with my sketchbook and paint. But first, let's put some nice Animal Crossing music playing in the background, because I've been playing New Leaf these past weeks and it's been so fun and chill, and it's the perfect way to spend these cold and cloudy days because it's winter and we haven't had much sun these past weeks, so it's nice to just sit down and play some comfy games. And I'm currently sitting in my bed while recording this voiceover with a nice cup of warm tea, because I'm still getting over this very annoying cold and I can see through my window some cute and chunky birds, and it's kind of distracting actually, so let's try to focus again, even though it's really hard because they're too cute. And I'm sketching a cute cottagecore illustration because I've been feeling a bit strange about my art lately. It's a bit hard to explain, but I've been trying a lot of different things lately and playing around with different colors and really trying to step out of my comfort zone. But while doing that, I've been kind of missing drawing the things that I enjoy, especially using traditional media like Copic Markers and gouache. So, and I can't really explain, but I feel a bit, even though I really enjoy all the stuff that I've been creating these last months, I feel a bit disconnected from my art, if that makes sense. So I really wanted to just take some time to sit down with my sketchbook and draw all the things that I enjoy, and really don't think too much about being super creative and original with my illustrations, because I just wanted to get back my cozy, cute illustrations vibe, if that makes sense. So it was really nice to make this illustration. So I hope you guys also enjoy sitting together while drawing or anything you're making. So I actually tried to record this voiceover yesterday and I even added it to the video, but I felt like it was very boring. I really can't explain, but I was just, my brain was just like feeling like soup, if that makes sense, because I'm still recovering from this nasty cold, so it's been tricky to do things lately. But we got this, guys. God, there's so much noise today. It was a bit quieter when I recorded this yesterday, but since I scrapped it, and I really want to release this video as soon as possible, because if I keep a video for too long without posting it, I just end up like never uploading it, because I feel awkward uploading things to the internet, if that makes sense. So I just decided we're gonna do it anyway today. And I wanted to paint this illustration with Copic markers because I haven't used them in ages, and I actually bought some colors last month, so I'm really excited to finally use them. And even though I know most of the colors by heart now, because I've been using Copics for a really long time, I still like to use this color chart. It's an hex chart by, I think she's called Sandy Alnock. I'm gonna leave the link to her chart in the description, and it's really nice because unlike the official Copic charts, this one places similar colors next to each other, and it's really helpful when you have to pick similar tones or, figure out which colors match the best, because on the Copic charts you have columns for each color. So for example, you have a column for purples and another one for reds, other for yellows, and since they are on different columns, I swear I can talk. The colors are on different columns, so let's suppose you have violets and then blues, and there are some tones that are very similar, but they are on different columns, so you can't really see the difference that well. In this case, in this hex chart, she places those exact colors very close to each other, so you already know which colors are similar. And I really have a great time making this illustration because it's very freeing just drawing like this on my sketchbook, where you'll see I don't really erase the sketch lines, and I like to make sketches with colored pencils. In this case I was using red. I can't really explain why I like to use red, but I remember a few years ago seeing some artists using red for their sketches, and I wanted to try it and I absolutely loved it. So I think red stuck with me for all these years, and since I don't erase the sketch lines in these types of illustrations, they will still show through the painting, so it's nice to have that warm color. So for example, sometimes I also like to sketch with orange or a light brown, but I'm using red this time, and it's important not to use watercolor pencils for the sketch, because if I did that when I painted with Copic markers, the lines would get a mess and would smudge, because those are water-soluble pencils. So in this case I just use regular color pencils. And I really enjoy drawing like this because it's very freeing, and I'm not trying to be very realistic with flowers or like trying to convey any special meaning, because I'm a strong believer that not every drawing needs to have a deep meaning, because you can just draw what you enjoy and what makes you happy. So I'm not trying to be very realistic with flowers or anything. I just wanted to have fun with this one. And this illustration will be, I think it's my April illustration for my patrons. That's going to be shipped as a mini print along with some cute stickers, because I'm trying to be ahead of my Patreon rewards this year. So I'm very excited because I already made rewards up until May and they are looking so cute. I might still change or add one or two extra rewards or some bonuses, so we'll see how it goes. And I really enjoy painting large areas with Copic markers because they have this, I think it's the wide nib, tip, brush, whatever you call it, and it's very convenient because I can just paint like a huge background with it, but I really need to be patient if I want to make it at least a bit even. And I decided to paint the background first and leave the girl's hair for last because I wasn't really sure what color I wanted it to be. So I decided to paint the background and then pick a nice color that would make some decent contrast with the background. Because I didn't want to plan this illustration a lot, I wanted to go with the flow and just paint what came to my mind. And I'm actually excited for spring because even though I absolutely love the cold, it's been very chilly and cloudy almost every day, and for some reason I don't feel very inspired and motivated to draw. So usually when spring arrives, my head sort of explodes with new ideas, and I'm excited for that because I feel like it's easier for me to come up with colorful ideas like cute plants and leaves, and I feel weird drawing those when it's winter. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And my favorite part of this sort of illustration is to just add lots of textures and colors with colored pencils. So I don't need to be very careful with painting with markers, because I'll be going over with pencils anyway. So I just grab I have these very tiny pencils that have been with me for many years, and they still work as long as I can sharpen them, and they work perfectly. So I just like to add some shades of yellow on the highlights and reds on shadows. I'm not being very careful and precise here, but to add more depth and stronger shadows, I just like to use a brown pencil and carefully like add some textures and paint on the areas I want to make shadows. So it's a very fun and freeing process. And I also want to try and draw more on my sketchbooks this year, because lately I'm mostly drawing for patron rewards or for new products, so I don't really spend much time just drawing stuff for fun. So I really hope I can go back to doing that this year, because I think it was in 2020, since we were staying at home at the time, I was just drawing so much and having fun uploading my sketches to my Instagram, and I really miss doing that, because I've been mostly just sharing new products and Patreon stuff. So I really hope I can make something fun in my breaks this year. And you can still see the lines from the sketch, because I didn't erase them, and I actually like that sketchy vibe, if that makes sense. And then I like to use the same brown pencil to add some details here and there, so those lines don't have to be too dark and it will have a bit of a different texture from the others. And I've already started sketching some spring products, and I have some cute ideas already, because I'm trying to be a bit more meaningful with my products this year, because last year I was making way too many products on each shop update, and by the end I actually felt I was rushing some of the ideas a bit. And this year I really want to try and spend more time really planning each product and really make sure each one is very special and memorable. And I already started coming up with some cute ideas that I can't reveal just yet, but I'll probably be sharing something in the next month or so. After painting the girl, I felt like the background was a bit too empty, so I just added some leaves and painted them. I'm not being very precise, I'm just going with the flow here, and I think it helped fill that empty space. And then I like to add some more shading to the background, I'm just going with my intuition here, just to make the illustration a bit more interesting. Obviously I like to add some cute white dots everywhere, trying not to overdo it. I'm using an old bottle of Copic Opaque white, but you can use just regular white gouache. I simply had this one sitting here for many years, so I'm using it in this drawing. And I really like how this one turned out. I think it's so cute, and I really missed drawing like this, so it was the best time. And I hope you guys enjoyed sitting here while painting something together. And thank you so much for watching. And I also want to thank all my patrons for all the amazing support. I love you guys with all my heart, and I can't wait to see you soon, guys. Bye!